to push notifications for early access to exclusive app-only deals. Available on Apple and Android devices.
Birthdays are made for shopping.
It's our birthday, but the gifts are for you.
Oh, happy days. Welcome in, everybody. Our big birthday finale. It's here. We've got about 24, 36 hours left before we say goodbye to our 43rd birthday celebration. I hope I find you well. I'll be with you for the next 3 hours tonight. This first hour, the amazing Heidi Daus. Midnight, we're gonna launch. This is big. Earbuds, but wait a minute. Real noise cancellation earbuds. Real noise cancelling earbuds at a price that you'll never believe. Normally $300. When I show you the price, you'll go crazy. That's at midnight tonight. But first, a couple things I want to share with you. You need to be strapped in. I'm telling you now, tonight is a roller coaster. We were going to have a presentation of our today's special, but that got X'd out of the show. Of course it did, because there's not enough left. If you're just tuning in, it's called Chain of Events, a beautiful 3-piece jewelry set. Rose is available. I believe there's some of the clear. It's $119.98. Its retail value is $370. So you see why it's been such a big, big success today. 4 flexible payments of $30. You're gonna get the necklace, you're gonna get the bracelet, you're gonna get the pair of hoop earrings as well. It is available for you to shop for if you'd like to at $119.98. I'll tell you something that you haven't seen today. It's coming up a little bit later in the hour. It's called the Rose Jewelry Set. And this is big, because to me, this was my introduction to Heidi Daus. I first found or discovered Heidi Daus jewelry in London in that famous department store called Harrods, with a piece that looked very similar with that rose, that silhouette, because that silhouette is one of those iconic symbols from Heidi Daus's line. Tonight we're gonna do, listen to this, the pin, the earrings, and the necklace. It's coming up a little bit later. That's the, I think is the Siam red that you're looking at there. Valerie, the lovely Valerie, has got the light peach on, and I do have some in the tanzanite. We'll let you know when it's coming up, but it's well worth your time to see it. So folks, we are gonna go a little quicker than normal tonight. Poor Heidi's already losing her voice. We're gonna keep everybody on the toes. Valerie's gonna be in them, she's gonna be out them, she's gonna be switching out all the jewelry. We're gonna start off with our this day only. Because our today's special is gone, we wanna make this available to you. There are only a couple hundred to go around, but it's a big offer. Normal HSN price is $190. There's not even a retail price on there. It's that exclusive. You get everything that you see here. So you're gonna get the necklace, and I wanna make sure you realize that this is a 58-inch necklace, 58 inches. Notice the tassel again. You talk about signatures. This is one of Heidi's oldest signatures, a tassel necklace. I mean, we're talking going back nearly 40 years, right? So you're looking 58 inches here. You are getting the earrings. You do not have to spend extra on the earrings. They are included, clip-on or pierced. And then look at this pin, guys. This is gonna, I mean, really, all of Heidi's jewelry is amazing, but there's something just about that takes your breath away. It's enamel work like you've never seen, the palette of colors that's being used, the trunk is in the air, it's spectacular. Only a few to go around. If you love a deal, necklace, earrings, and pin that can be worn with the necklace, or on a hat, on a coat, on a pashmina, on a scarf, anything, but that's a really fabulous buy on a couture piece. Well, joining us live from Heidi's home, we are always thrilled to see the happy, smiley face, one of the most wonderful people you'll ever meet. And not just wonderful, talented. Talented like you wouldn't believe. Heidi Daus, looking wonderful and beautiful as always. How are you?
Oh my goodness, I'm so delighted to have cocktails with Adam, my boyfriend.
Oh my gosh, I'm so envious, Heidi. That looks wonderful tonight. Well, Heidi.
Cranberry. No, really, it's not so good.
keep that throat lubricated, because I know you've had a long, long day today. Heidi, let's start off with our this day only, because this is something special. Wow. This is something outrageously special. Tell us a little bit about Happy Elephant.
Well, you know, at number one, it starts with probably our most signature necklace. iconic Heidi necklace, a tassel necklace of 10mm beads that leads down to, and by the way, they're faceted turquoise crystals, girls, that are beautiful. And they come down to the most magnificent, what looks like lavender jade, this big, huge elliptical shaped bead. And then this incredible bead cap. And look at this huge, gorgeous tassel that moves into, look at you, how beautiful you look. Wow. And then, of course, Adam, it comes with this beautiful pin that is all enameled and is just this wild, wonderful combination of colors that I have just had so much joy wearing. And I know, girls, you will too. Aren't the colors just beautiful, Adam?
Well, Heidi, you're saying joy, and that's the exact right word. It is a joyful piece. The turquoise colored beads, which are all faceted, so you've got a lot of light reflecting around. The fact that you've got the drama of the length at 58 inches, you can't underplay that. I mean, that's big. The fact that you get this pin, and this is a large, large pin. Heidi, if we took everything else away and just said you get the pin for $149, it would be worth every single penny. Look at the top, look at the sides. This is something that will brighten up not only your day in the summertime, but when it's winter, when it's cold outside, when it's dreary, you put this on a dark black or blue jacket or coat, and this is going to give it that burst, that pop that we so crave and desire.
You know what? And these colors are going to be very, very important right through the fall. So, these bright, happy colors, I think, because we all need these fun, they just make you smile when you see them. And then, of course, we are talking about the pin. This necklace, Adam, I'm telling you, we've sold tens of thousands of these necklaces on HSN for $199 for the necklace. So you cannot believe the value here is unprecedented. And the earrings are a lovely button that are, again, all hand enameled with the same colors that are in that wonderful little happy elephant that just brings joy to everybody. And we all need good luck, and that trunk is right up in the air, Adam.
It's pointed in the right way, because it is lucky if the elephant has the trunk up, and that's what you've got here. We are busy. We're down to the final few if you'd like to order. The lowest price it has ever been, and only good till midnight. That's why it's a this day only. Tonight, Heidi and I will be really 4-minute presentations, 5-minute presentations. We aim this evening to squeeze in over 16 items in the next 53 minutes. So it probably is going to be the fastest paced Heidi Daus show we have ever done. But here you have an entire look. A look that is ready to go. We know turquoise complements every skin tone and color. We know it's a pizzazz. It's a highlight color that attracts everybody, universally flattering. With this, you've got Heidi's twist. You've got the unique elements of the tassel. You've got the fun, flirty nature. You've got the earrings. You can wear them all together or one piece at a time as your heart desires. 704-820 is your item number if you'd like to get on in. The reviews on this are through the roof as well. And Heidi, all of your pieces tonight are fantastic. This is something clearly we wanted to put at the top of the show as a celebration, because your today's special is now virtually sold out. In fact, they're letting me know it has now nearly gone, so stay in the ordering process for yours, and we'll call it sold out as soon as every last one is reserved. I also want to show you, talking of pins, Heidi, you talk about something really to stir the spirit. Soaring to new heights, brand new, your tribute to the American Eagle. This is fantastic. The reds, the blues, the beautiful crystals. I want to turn it to the side. Heidi, give us a couple seconds on this, because this is not long for this airing. This will be sold out instantly.
This eagle is one of the most, I think, just, it's rather like a bar pin, don't you think, Adam?
I do.
The shape of it is so long and fabulous. And by the way, we have essential cords on hsn.com, sets of 3, that, you can make any pin that's in your jewelry box a fabulous necklace in a flash. So, whether you decide to put this on your shoulder, or on a fabulous brim of a hat, or on your jean jacket, or, dolled up with that very tailored, buttoned up navy blue, a jacket that you have in your wardrobe. this is that piece that you are going to love. People are going to know you for it. It's that symbol of patriotic, you know, we're all so, you know, really so lucky to live in this country. And, you know, this is a symbol of our country like no other. When you put this on, you feel proud, you feel American. It's a beauty.
It's spectacular. And Heidi, there's 200 left, but we have 150 people already jumping on this. So if you'd like it, you really should place your order. Can I ask a favor from our team? Is there any way we can bring the temperature down? I know things always heat up when Heidi Daus is on screen, but it is particularly toasty in here tonight, I have to tell you. $99.98 is the price rather if you'd like to order. It's fabulous. I'll keep this out here to remind me later in the show. I'm going to place it in a very special position off to the side so I can always remind you of it. So, okay, I told you we're going to race through things. I'm going to budge my stool over a little bit. Look at this. We're making the most of this stool while it's here. This is to the Hamptons with love. We're going to the Hamptons, everybody. Pack your bags. We're vacationing in the Hamptons. 4 minutes or sell out. Abalone is the most limited. Okay, there's the earrings or the necklace. I launched this with Heidi last visit. It's gone on to be a huge hit. Pricing is $50 and $60. I mean, you can see why. Heidi, give us some insight. And for those wondering, I'm just going to show you the abalone before I do anything else. If you want the abalone, there's 100. Okay, there it is. There's the abalone. There are 100 available. The necklace is 35.5 inches in length. So 35.5 inches in length if you do want the abalone. Heidi, tell me about To the Hamptons with Love, because this is one of your newer collections to HSN.
You know, Adam, girls, you have got to treat yourself to one or both of these pieces. I feel like $1 million whenever I slip these on. I didn't even have to bring these from the office for this presentation because I literally have every single one of the variants here in my home because I have worn these. My Shane is with me. Do I wear these every day? Every day. Every day. Every day. Adam, they are so fabulous. You know, of course, we've had time to catch up on a lot of television. And, you know, I'm a big documentary girl. And there's a documentary called The Battle at Versailles that was in the 1970s when the Americans were asked to go over and participate in a major fashion show with all the French, who, of course, were very snooty and you know, and thought, you know, kind of stuck their nose up at the Americans. Well, when it was the Americans' turn to have the runway, they blew the doors off Versailles, and it pieces like this. These, you know, it was a time when it was new and it was fabulous, and you know, color and new. Using new materials, new shapes. You know, the models didn't look exactly the same. Everybody had their own unique style. Well, this is how you will feel when you put your Hamptons necklace on or those earrings. It is such a glamorous look, don't you think, Al?
I think it's magnificent. I think there's a simplicity to it. I love the shapes of it. It's very reminiscent of a wonderful time and period. But the openness of it, I think you're going to really love as well. And the feel of this against your skin, I think is going to be awesome. Not only because of the piece down here, but look at the size, look at the chunkiness, the drama of the necklace. Again, that's 35.5 inches. Colors, I have turquoise, black, white, tortoise, and the abalone. So the abalone, we're now less than 60 if you want the abalone, last chance there. I also love the toggle closure on this, Heidi. Really a nice little touch.
You know, it's so critical because you can wear that as a fabulous short necklace, you know, because it's paved on both sides and it looks beautiful right in your neckline. So, you know, if you want a shorter look, you can certainly do that. Look at how beautiful you look, honey. Oh, so gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
You know, it is really, really good looking. And then where, you know, Adam, the size of this chain, it is such a meaningful chain. It has such a great hand to it. And, you know, where can you get a fabulous long necklace for this price?
No.
You know, it has such style.
And Heidi, Heidi, you gotta reach through the screen. and give me a quick 1-2 slaps on the face if I don't say this again and again and again tonight. I've never been in a show with you where there has been as many incredibly discounted opportunities to celebrate the birthday, to celebrate 43 years. Am I right or am I wrong, Heidi?
You know, I have been getting texts, emails all day, Facebook posts. They can't, the girls just cannot get over the value that they're experiencing today. It's like no other day ever. Well, so this is one of just a million. Wait till you see the rest of the show, girls.
Oh my gosh, we're just getting started. And if you're already excited about some of the pieces, get $10 off your first single item purchase when you open and use your HSN card. Give us a call on 1-800-695-1418 for more information on that. We're gonna be rolling along. I think I'm heading over this way. Oh no, we'll do some trivia first. Okay, trivia, we'll be doing trivia questions. Let me throw this question out there to Heidi and to everybody else. Heidi, let's see if you know what fashion designer started her line from her garage due to a writer's strike in 2007. Get your head around that one, Heidi. I'll take answers in a few seconds from now.
You can't afford not to be brave. It's not even an option. When life puts a wall in front of you, you break it down. Remove the fear. Remove the uncertainty. Be authentic. They say fortune favors the bold. I've been bold all my life, and I don't plan on stopping anytime soon.
Celebrate HSN's birthday with the HSN card. You'll get all kinds of birthday perks, like 12-month VIP financing on select items, extra flex on most home electronic and culinary items, only during our birthday, plus an exclusive VIP savings event on July 28th, just for our VIPs. Includes fraud protection, and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $10 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card.
I have been known for the statement jewelry, and we're known for our jewelry that takes you to faraway places. The style is truly timeless beauty.
We're in Heidi's final hour of an amazing visit. We're live here in St. Petersburg and also live at Heidi's home. We're going to celebrate with 4 flexible payments on everything because we love you, we love Heidi. 2 quick things. Midnight tonight, earbuds, active noise cancelling ones, normally $300. Wait till you see the price. That's at midnight tonight. But we asked you a question. What fashion designer started her line from her garage due to a writer's strike in 2007? Heidi Daus, any ideas?
My girl, Marla Wynn.
Heidi's going Marla Wynn, and the correct answer is Marla Wynn. Very good, Heidi. Oh, she's smart. She's a smarty pants, is our Heidi Daus. Thank you so much to everybody that played along. We're gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep on rolling. Guys, this is another 5-minute one. It's $49 and change. Yeah, it is. It's $49.95. The earrings are $43. Take a look. Well connected. They say it's not what you know, it's who you know, and you know Heidi Daus. Not so much me, but you know Heidi Daus. This is going to be huge. Guys, this is beautiful Art Deco inspired geometric drops. Gorgeous enameling. We've seen enameling a couple times tonight. I'm a big fan. Beautiful petite pavé round crystals. The large, look at the size of the stone in the center. Now, you're looking at the pendant and the necklace. You get the pendant and the necklace of $49, as astonishing as that is. The necklace and this giant pendant is $49. If you want the half hoop earrings, they're $43. Colors are black, white, blush, you can see these are easy ones to pick out, green, blue, turquoise, and violet, okay? Violet is the most popular and the most limited. Which is the violet? That's a great question. Violet is, Heidi, is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah, this one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that is definitely the violet. So we love that one as well. Heidi, tell us about Well Connected.
Oh my goodness, girls, look at this crazy price. I can't even stand it, Adam. You know, we flashed this up in the afternoon hours, and literally hundreds were spoken for. So girls, while HSN has kind of lost their marbles, just run Go run to the phones, go to your computer, and get this home. It is not just a beautiful beaded necklace and pendant. This comes off. This, Adam, do you know that this comes right off?
I'm glad you reminded me.
Look at this. I mean, on your gold chains, on your, your beautiful ropes from your Essential Elegance, and then your beads, you can use those with all the pins that are in your jewelry box. So this is going to be a workhorse for you, and it is a crazy, crazy price to get it home. And of course, the colors, girls are buying one of every one of them because they're so special. They're all handmade. Every single one of these things is hand-painted, hand-set by stones. Look at those color combinations. Aren't they spectacular, Adam?
And Heidi, people are jumping all over this. I mean, absolutely all over this, guys. We're extremely busy. We have about 2 minutes left, that's all. Color choices, so you can see it a little bit clearer. That's the turquoise. I don't have one on set, but that is the turquoise that you're seeing there with those beautiful coral color beads. You're gonna love the pop of color, the play of color, the contrast between the two. So again, there's black, white, there is blush, green, blue, turquoise, and violet. So the one that Val has on is the violet, correct? And Heidi, the color of the beads on the necklace, it's more of that beautiful, like Aurora Borealis color, isn't it?
Yes, which is absolutely on fire. We can't put anything on the screen that has that color that doesn't sell out. So, Adam, it is really a phenomenal night to be shopping. Look at the blush color with my natural sweater here that I think is, so beautiful in the summer. It looks so chic with the sand colors. And, of course, there is an Aurora Borealis to these beads as well. Now, with my crazy kind of mod Pucci-esque print, I thought the Carl with this beautiful, beautiful hand-painted turquoise enamel looks spectacular. And say I just didn't even want to wear the pendant. I just wanted those fabulous coral beads. Look at how pretty.
It's a two-in-one. I mean, there's a necklace all by itself that looks so good, and then you add in the pendant and you're good to go. So there's a couple things. Black and white, we're getting very limited on black, white. If you want the violet, which we've been talking a lot about here, very limited now. Only 100 or so left in the blush. Don't forget, we do have the green blue, which is obviously this one, and there is a turquoise color that has the coral beads as well. Thank you for your orders. You can get the earrings to match back with it, and you're still spending less than $100 for the entire suite, which is exciting. Okay, Fast and Furious, moving along this way. Oh, looks be a lady. This is our Lariat necklace and earring set. Now, this goes very well with that cocktail that you've got there, Miss Daus. This really does go well. Last look today, we're in sellout quantity, I'm being told. In the topaz, 30 I have left. Blue metallic, I have 24, I'm being told. In aqua, I have 50. Heidi, real fast, will you help me with the colors? Should we do colors really quickly? In fact, our producer, the lovely Allison's gonna do it. Allison's gonna help me on this one. This is obviously the pink, we love the pink. Lengthwise, it's 45.5 inches. When you order in the system, it's light rose. Next is the violet, love the violet. Really beautiful if you want the violet. And then this one, I believe, is this the blue metallic, Heidi?
Yes, and I think that's the Indicolite.
Indicolite, this is Indicolite. Okay, Indicolite is here. So we move on to the next set. We have topaz, which is this one. There's metallic blue, that's really nice, really nice. And then last but by no means least, this is the aqua color. I only have 50 in aqua. So the important thing to know here is, guys, as you look at this on Val, as you look at this beautiful necklace, you are not just getting the necklace. You are also getting the earrings at $59.98. I mean, I want to give you just a really quick shot of the earrings because I want you to see that these aren't just nothing earrings. These are bigger and bolder and beautiful. These earrings are included. Every necklace comes with a pair of earrings. Heidi, please tell me, I know I've been losing my mind for a long time here at HSN, but I'm not going crazy, am I? This is not normal at $59.98 to get that length and style of necklace with the earrings.
Nothing is normal. Nothing. Everything is crazy, and I'm telling you, it is off the charts. Look at this beautiful, meaningful, fabulous earring, Adam, that you know, we would pick this up for $59 with a blindfold on and say fabulous.
Yeah.
But you're also getting this incredible necklace. Look at how easy it is, you know, with the t-shirts, with all of the easy clothing that we're all kind of wearing. Look at how pretty Val looks. You know, it's just an easy sort of piece that you can make your own by combining colors. Look at, now that you're also wearing the indigo light, right, Val? Yes. Yes, that's so pretty. But you know what, Adam? People are adding to their colors. Perhaps they bought one or two before, and now it's the time to add to your collection and make your own beautiful combinations of colors. Look at this, how stunning that is all together, making a torsade of these magnificent crystal beads and having that wonderful earring, whether you're choosing that wonderful violet, the beautiful, beautiful, I love this sand color, this crystal golden shadow. You know, it's just so beautiful, back with whites and all.
Heidi, couple updates. The blue metallic's gone, so I'm going to get rid of the blue metallic. The nice thing is that I think everybody will love is that none of the colors are not amazing. Every one is a winner here. Every single color is a winner. If you asked me to pick a favorite, I simply couldn't do it. I absolutely couldn't do it. If you want to buy a couple sets and you want to see which you love the most and then maybe give a set away as a gift, you could do that as well. But all the colors look fabulous. Again, for those tuning in, the reason why we have hundreds of people ordering, you get the necklace and the earrings. Let's go to New Jersey and say good evening to Bobby. Bobby, welcome to HSN's birthday celebration. Bobby, say hi to Heidi.
Hi, Heidi. I'm a Jersey girl, exit 105.
I'm right off of 98 right now, girl.
So, Heidi, I spoke to you before. First of all, I just want to tell you, I just bought the abalone necklace, the Hamptons one.
Yes.
I love it, love it, love it. I have a bunch of your pieces. I'm a huge fan, but I have a little request. I called you once before for a request, and you actually made it. It was an artist palette pin. But what happened was I didn't get one, and I was the one that requested that you make it. But I couldn't get one. And is there any way that you can make them again? Because I'm an art teacher, and I would wear it every single day. If you could get me one, that would make my life.
You have got to call the office. You've got to call, you know, we're in Montclair. You have to call. And please tell Karen that we chatted. And I'm gonna look under every rock to make sure I find that for you.
Oh, Bobby, if anybody can make it happen, I know Heidi Daus will be the one to do it. Thank you so much, Bobby. We're thrilled to speak to you tonight. If you want to call in and say hi to Heidi, go ahead on 1-866-376-8255. We are a little sad that our today's special is not available for presentation. Over 7,000 have been spoken for. Heidi, they're giving us 20 seconds. Heidi, give me the top notes on our today's special, please.
Well, you know, it's just the craziest today's special that I've ever brought to our girls. You know, HSN, I think, has lost their absolutely. I've never seen anything like it. Have you, Adam?
Never.
You know that a necklace of this stature would easily be, you know, $200. You know, and anywhere in Harrods it would have been $500. And the bracelet would have been, you know, easily $169 here on HSN, but anywhere else, $200, $250. And then the earring, you know, $89.
All of it. You get it all for the $119. The retail is over $300. Although we're not doing a presentation, folks, if you want to see more about it, you can absolutely go to hsn.com. We're excited to show you something brand new. It's called Gorgeous Rocks. And that's exactly what it is. Let's go big or go home, right? This is really big. This is beautiful. Violet, crystal, or aqua colors. The necklace that you're looking at, that's where we're gonna feature our time tonight. The necklace is 17 inches up to 20 3/4, being an amazing success. There are only 200 left. This is a collector's piece for sure. It's a piece that's not scheduled to be done again this year or next year. It's something that's really been brought in for today. There are earrings and a ring to go along with it, and the ring and the earrings are massive. I mean, look at this ring. Have you ever seen anything like this? The ring is in sizes 5 through 12. It's $59 and change. And the earrings, which are clip-on or pierced, are $79 and change. The last thing I will tell you, we have a hinged bangle available as well that is also part of the collection in all 3 colors. Beautiful look. I mean, really, this is $69 and change. Big, powerful. It's a powerful piece. But Heidi, although all of these have been successful today, there's been a lot of attention on that necklace. And I'd love to get your take on it. Do you think it's the colors? Do you think it's the size of the crystals? Why do you think this has been in such high demand over the course of today?
You know what, Adam? You know, this is selling so fast that I didn't even get to tell the girls, and I hope my Alyssa is watching right now because I know she treated herself to this. Now, you're not even going to believe this, Adam. Beautiful, beautiful Y necklace, correct?
Right.
Just stunning. Okay, so these are clasps here. So
oh my
you
gosh.
have a bracelet. You have a fabulous bracelet that will go back with your Fabulous Rocks bangle and your Fabulous Rocks U bangle. And then you will have another bracelet as well. So you can have a pair of these beautiful things that are spectacular. So you have a necklace that turns into the most magnificent bangles. That this is really a couture piece, Adam.
I mean, really, that's why you said it right there. This is a necklace that turns into a bracelet. So it's a necklace that becomes your bracelet as well. I want you to look at the colors that you've got in here because they are really special. Heidi, one of the things that I know I appreciate about you, and I know our viewers do as well, is that amidst all the craziness, this feels like a ray of sunshine. Not just you being on the screen as always, but your wonderful jewelry. This feels like a powerful piece, but it feels like a happy piece of jewelry because of the colors.
You know what, it does. And that really speaks to, our girls and our incredible sorority of customers around the country that just decide to sparkle through it all. Adam, we are, we're served lemons and we are making lemonade and we are deciding to sparkle right through it all, whether we're on Zoom phone calls or, walking the dog or going to the grocery store or what have you, we are going to do it in beautiful, beautiful style. And nothing is going to get us down. We may have a couple rough days, but by and large, we are going to sparkle through all of this. And something, when you're on these computers all day and you're on the Zoom phone calls and you're having, why not look beautiful?
Why not? You can dress to impress even though we're at home, that is for sure. The necklace now, only 100 left. If you want the hinged bangle, it's $69.98. Great value for money tonight. Big, bold, there's a lot there, it's substantial. Not forgetting, of course, we have our ring and earrings that we were just mentioning to go back with it, which I think you'll absolutely love. 727-961. Real fast, Heidi, because there's only 90 or 100 of these. Can we just quickly talk about Lion Royalty? This stood out to me. This really stood out to me. Real fast. This is what's called, folks, a QSO. That means quick sellout. They're telling me 50 bracelets actually, and 50 necklaces, and 30 earrings. The original on-air price was $341. Our price, as you can see here, is dramatically lower. Heidi, this is not an ordinary piece of jewelry, obviously. This is strength, this is power, this is being fearless rather. Tell us about the Lion Royalty.
Well, she sure is beautiful. And for all of my August babies, I couldn't think of a better, more powerful, a queen of the jungle she is. And I love the shape of it, don't you? And I love the fact that it is articulating and paired back with those blonde pearls that look like the most expensive Tahitian pearls in the whole wide world. All that crystal a golden shadow color. which is so special. That blonde, it's just a, you know, a golden, beautiful, beautiful array of golds that make it so glamorous and different, and like champagne, it's just sparkles. When you walk into a room, every head will turn.
It's phenomenal. I mean, we just, sadly, we don't have time to go any further because there's only a few left. That's why it's called a quick sellout. Hugely discounted. I want to show you, if you were maybe joining us a little later, we started the show with a this day only. Guys, this is 3 pieces. No, I don't think I can walk over there because it's on a special set, but I can show you from here. This is the beautiful necklace. I believe it was it 50 inches long or over 50 inches long? You've got the elephant, thank you, Heidi. You've got the trunk up, all the enameling and the earrings. You get all of it. Heidi, give me 20 seconds on this. I think the color has resonated, and I think the enameling on the big elephant pin has really, really caught everybody's attention.
Well, you know, indeed it has, you know, because it is so exquisite, those bright, fabulous, happy colors that we just all love. And the iconic, beautiful turquoise faceted beads in this case, which is very unusual for us, that leads down to this beautiful, beautiful tassel. So beautiful. And then you get the earrings as well, Adam, in your beautiful keepsake box, along with that wonderful, huge, beautiful elephant that has that trunk in the air that is so, of course, it means good luck. So all you need to do is grab this necklace and then pull out any pink t-shirt, any cute little yellow jean, any adorable little fuchsia flat shoe that you have, or, you know, a little strappy sandal, and throw this on with a white t-shirt, and out the door you go.
Shout out to our camera team tonight who are doing an amazing job. That is a fabulous look. The elephant, look at all the detail that's in there. I mean, is that Prince? Chris, I was gonna say Chris. Chris, as always, doing a great job, but you'll notice, look at the pinks, look at the yellows, look at the greens, the turquoises, look at the shapes, the sizes of all the different crystals that are in there. Look at the eye, the elephant's eye, look at the white enameling that sets it off. I mean, all of it. It's just, it's beautiful, big. You get that with the necklace and, of course, with the earrings. If you can, you should get that. That's never going to be on TV again. That's the last look right there. All right, we've got more from Heidi. 20 minutes left before we launch a new Today's Special active noise-canceling earbuds. We'll show you more from Heidi right after this.
Worry about one less thing with our Protection Plus plans at HSN. Electronics, fitness equipment, even jewelry can be covered. Shop smart and protect your purchase. It's easy to add when you're checking out. Search Protection Plus at hsn.com for more details.
Last year, QVC and HSN searched across America for the best and the brightest. These people and products were a big hit. Now here's your chance to be a part of something even bigger. Are you our next great discovery? We're searching for the big find. Show us what you got, America. Applications open now. Search the big find on QVC.com and HSN.com for details.
We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Happy birthday, HSN.
Birthdays were made for shopping.
Come join the fun.
I first got my start by having a very bad habit of spending a lot of money on jewelry. And I saw that I could buy some beads and try to do this myself. I'll never forget the first time I put a necklace together. I thought, well, this is fun and this is beautiful. It was so thrilling because, you know, I started from nothing. Many of the pieces that are in my collection today, I have been there for like 20 and 30 years. Great looking pieces that stand the test of time.
We're gonna do it now. We're gonna show it now. Folks, you're watching Heidi Daus. I'm your host, Adam, and every show, you know, there's always one particular item that is a must-have. Because a lot of you have been sneakily buying it before we showed it, we're gonna air it a little earlier. Normally it's at the end of the hour, but we're gonna do it now. This is a necklace and a pendant signature, iconic. I was introduced to Heidi Daus because I saw Heidi jewelry in Harrods in London, and what I saw in Harrods in London was a rose design like you see on this pendant. Guys, we're gonna do tonight a necklace with this beautiful pin pendant that comes in either light peach, cyan red, or the tanzanite color, okay? And we're gonna do it with the earrings. We are going to include every single piece of the set. To my understanding, that has not been done before. You get the pin, you get the necklace, you get the earrings, the entire suite for $124.98. It's all on sale. Full flex pay of $31.25. This is for every Heidi collector. This is for every Heidi fan. This is for every lover of jewelry, for everybody that wants more from their jewelry. I will tell you, the light peach, it's last call on the light peach. This is the light peach that you're seeing here. Remember, there's a lot to see. If I were to show you this as just a pin, look at the three-dimensional feel to it. Look at how this is gonna go on any jacket, on any scarf, on anything. I mean, you can wear this all year long. That's spectacular. In Harrods of London, I'll never forget, the piece that I saw from Heidi was into the thousands of dollars. I mean, thousands of pounds back in England, of course. It never ceases to amaze me that this collection by Heidi, which is exclusive to us, is at such affordable prices. You do not just get that. If I hide this for a second, I want to show you the necklace, because the pin's beautiful, but if we go up, look at the necklace. The necklace is 42.5 inches long. That necklace you could wear by itself all day long. And then, okay, our producer's telling me we're gonna be showcasing what's left. There's, between the three options, we have about 500 in each, okay? Okay, yes, so 1526, there's about 500 in each. We're gonna dig in, you do get the earrings, so there's nothing, I don't have anything else to go with the set. You get the entire set for this price. Heidi, all of your collections are obviously special. This one though, really strikes a chord. This is your history, it's your heritage, and it's our birthday surprise.
It really is. You know, I'm so happy that you said that. You know, our florals mean the world to us, and the rose is our symbol. It is our floral symbol. It's a meaning of love. It is the most iconic love potion in the whole wide world, of course, a rose. And these colors are the dreamiest ever. Where in the world can you find such a magnificent piece? Look at that beautiful, beautiful tanzanite color on Val. So beautiful. Now, I want to show you exactly what Val just did, how to make that beautiful necklace in a second. So what you do is you hold your necklace and you make a smile. You just make a smile. You come around, and in 2 flashes, you will make yourself one beautiful, beautiful necklace by simply putting the pin back through both loops. And there you have that gorgeous necklace, an asymmetrical necklace. And I know the necklace you're talking about that was at Harrods. It was truly, you know, 1,000 pounds. And it was not even as grand as this, right, Adam?
Oh, Heidi, and it was in a special showcase. You couldn't obviously get hands on it. You had to ask somebody to see it. Guys, and Heidi, I know you can't see this from home. We are exceptionally busy. This is, as it should be, the hit of the hour. This is the piece that, without question, is the most popular. So here's where we stand. If you want light peach, I have 300 left. No, I don't. I have 250 left. With everyone on the phone, I'm being told 250 on the light peach. Tanzanite is in second place. You're gonna love the quality, the softness, the subtleties of the tanzanite color with that necklace to go with it. Again, I wanna show you real fast. Look at the side profile. There's a lot going on here, but it's not over the top. It's exceedingly wearable in every occasion. And then last but by no means least, we have our light cyan red. This is the black, this is the red, it's the 2 colors together. But don't forget, although we have attached it to the necklace, you do not have to do that. One day you can wear it with the pin, the next day you could take it off, and this is gonna be a beautiful 42.5 inch length necklace, right? You wear that by itself, the pin can go on your jacket, on your coat, on a hat, on a scarf, on a pashmina. And of course, you're getting the earrings. To my understanding, we have never offered the rose with the earrings. Normally the earrings are an extra purchase. Heaven knows how much they normally are. You're getting them included tonight. So everybody gets the full suite of jewelry. About $250 in light peach. If you want the beautiful tanzanite, we're about $350, and the most available right now is going to be the light cyan. That's because we always have most of this, because the black, of course, is always going to be an easy bestseller. Heidi, we're excited that everybody loves this as much as we do. You built a career over so many years, and oh, Heidi, I love that. That's awesome.
Isn't that pretty, Adam? You know, this is just yet another thing to do. You know, we always talk about pins being the smartest, dollar spend in jewelry that you could think of. And look at how pretty that looks, as a wonderful hair ornament. Now you can take that right out. And, I love putting them on my big floppy hats. I love, taking this long necklace and just putting it right through. And, and having long sort of Y silhouette that is so beautiful and is very elongating. You literally lose 10 pounds every time you do. Oh, look it. Val just did exactly what I did. Look at how great that looks, Adam. And with that earring that's a left and a right, the most expensive way to make an earring, of course. And, we can't even find button earrings, no less left and right styled, that are, that are so, elegantly made. You have to, really have an artisan do this, because it literally frames your face. The leaves are literally climbing up, the roses is climbing up your ear in such an elegant, beautiful way, whether you're choosing the clip or the omega back. So, they are really an amazing day to be shopping. I know our girls flipping their lids right now, absolutely, because look at the color, that beautiful peach, or that, that wonderful, wonderful, tanzanite color. Those lilac beads are breathtaking. But you know what might be my favorite is that jet with the red.
Yeah.
Because, when you think of a rose, you always think of a red rose, the symbol of love. Adam, I had that wonderful opportunity of going to the Van Cleef and Arpels School in Paris,
right,
and in Place Vendôme. And since then, I've always been invited to these evening conversations, one of which was in New York City, right near Valentine's Day. And it was a study of love jewelry. Wow. And of course, it was so fascinating, where we learned, how, the rose being such an iconic symbol of love, and the red rose, of course, being the most powerful symbol of love. So, if you are a big mush like I am, you're going to love this piece.
Heidi, everybody is jumping all over this. I mean, really, I know the value is exciting, but honestly, what's even more exciting about getting the bonus earrings and getting the pin and the necklace is the fact that it really is so beautiful and so versatile. It's the necklace, it's the pin, it's the earrings, it's a million different ways to wear it. Let's say good evening to Sandra in Texas. Sandra, you're live on HSN. Sandra, please say hi to Heidi.
Oh my God, Heidi Daus, how are you? I can't believe I'm talking to you.
Oh, you are so sweet. Thank you so much for calling.
Oh my God. So I live in San Antonio. I have been a Heidi girl for the past 7 years. When I started watching HSN, I collect all of your pieces. I'm like crazy. My husband thinks I'm nuts because I am nonstop every time you're on. And tonight I just went nuts buying everything, because that's just kind of how I go when Heidi Daus is on. I'm just so excited to talk to you. I think you are wonderful. Everything that you make is beautiful. And my sister-in-laws, my friends, everybody buys your stuff because I introduce them to you, and because you're just fabulous, and I just love everything that you do. I've never called in, not once in 7 years, but I had to talk to you, so I'm just so glad that I did.
You are the sweetest thing ever. You know what this means? I literally have goosebumps right down to my toes, girl. You are so sweet. Thank you You really are. And, that means the world to me because, it's this connection that that makes everything so worthwhile. When I hear, your voice and what this jewelry means to you, I feel like the luckiest person alive. I really, really, really do.
Oh, well, I just appreciate everything you do, and I look forward to all your shows, and I'm just waiting every time knowing that you're coming on. And thank you for everything that you do for all of us who love everything that you make.
What a wonderful call. Thank you, Sandra. I know that means the absolute world to Heidi. Thank you for taking the time to speak to us and share that. That's the feeling you get with Heidi Jewelry. Thank you for your orders here. 10 minutes left with Heidi. A new Today's Special is coming up. What I want you to see, it's noise cancelling earbuds, active noise cancelling earbuds. Normally very expensive. You will not believe our price. Google noise cancelling earbuds to get set for it, because I'm about to shock you. Talking of shocking, how about beautiful Baroque? I have 2 collections left in the hour, so about 5 minutes on each. This one is new for today. Many folks seeing it for the very first time. The necklace is $49.98, and the earrings are just $34 and change. Comes in Aurora Borealis, the Topaz, the Olivine, or the Aqua Color. Heidi, a great reaction today, a new look and a new feeling behind this particular collection.
Oh, so modern and so fun. And, Sandra, from San Antonio, you know what? I am so crazy for this. And, our girls that are maybe brand new to HSN or, are wondering, look at this crazy blonde. She keeps bringing out all these things. Well, you know what, Adam? This is, I think, fun, new, sexy, young. It is, this wonderful combination of chains, this very thin sort of delicate chain that leads to what looks like a handmade beautiful oval chain that then leads to a tassel of chain, a briolette, a beautiful, beautiful 6mm beaded faceted Aurora Borealis, a completely pave bead, all hand set one by one. Can you imagine trying to set that on the round? How difficult that is. And then, of course, that beautiful briolette there as well. So there's many ways in which to wear this piece. Look at what Val's done. She's taken it right around. Can we show, Val, can you show the girls how you literally put that right through and how simple it was to do? It's just as easy as pie. Yeah. You just take that and feed it right through like you would a scarf. Like if you were looping a scarf through. Or you can wear it lengthwise and long.
No pressure, Val. No pressure. Nobody's watching. It's okay. I'll tell you what. While Val, God bless her, tries to do that, we want to introduce everybody to another real VIP here at HSN. Somebody that I've had the opportunity to speak to, along with Heidi, over several years. A big fan. Angel is joining us live right now. Angel, first of all, it's great to talk to you. Angel, once again, you're on live with Heidi. How are you?
Hi, Adam and Heidi.
How are you today, my friend?
I am so well, and Heidi, I just have to say that literally while I was on hold, I'm literally making another purchase as we speak right now. So I just wanted to quickly call and say congratulations on a wonderful and fabulous Today's Special. And I know I bought it. And I also wanted to quickly tell you, I know we're short on time. I went to the coffee shop this morning and I wore the pin you named after me, Heidi, a few years ago. I hope you remember that.
Of course I
do. A lady was remarking on it, and she didn't know anything about you, so I had to fill her in, and I told you everything, and so you might be having a new customer, and I just want to tell you how much I love you and how you make my life so much better. Like, I'm serious. Like, I don't want to get emotional because I'm kind of a sap like that, but you make my life so much better. Every time I wear a pin, anything of yours, I just feel happy, and I think that's what we all need right now. And you just make the world so much better. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for that.
Oh my God, Angel.
Wow.
You are really, you really are an angel. You are just the most special. I am so blessed to know you, and thank you just so much for your beautiful words. They mean the world to me, really, truly, Angel. Thank you, and I love you, and you just blow me away. I tell you, you really are.
Getting us all emotional in here. Truly, Angel. Thank you so much. We'll talk again.
Thank you.
Thank you, Angel. Well, we don't want to wrap things up, but we have to. We were done in 3 minutes. Heidi, before we let you go, we got to talk about our fancy, well, it was a birthday surprise earlier today. It was revealed, and we have just a few left. There's the bangle and there's the earring. Tell us about it's called Fancy. It's Fancy, it's a great name. It's the Fancy set. So again, stay in the ordering process for our beautiful Baroque crystal jewelry. You've got the 4 choices. Again, you can choose the earrings as well. But Heidi, our final collection, the Fancy Bangle Bracelet 2-piece set. Tell us a little bit about this.
You know, so fun, Adam, so young, so, just so chic and beautiful and easy. Look at how easy this is to put on. Done. It really is. And, Adam, each one of them is a treasure with beautiful milligrain work. And look at that, what looks like the most expensive Asher cut, square cut, beautiful stone that is surrounded by a halo of crystals. Just an exquisite bunch. You're choosing violet or the beautiful aqua, blue, or Aurora Borealis, the crystal Aurora Borealis, or that wonderful sunshine color, that topaz color, which is so pretty. It's like this wonderful yellow sunshine. So, girls, to add back with your other bracelets, to add back with, your beaded bracelets, your watches, just wear one, give one away. If you get these home and put them in your jewelry box, your daughters will steal them. You need to hide them. You need to put them under protection or somewhere that they will not see them because they will be gone. They are so cute. They're fun. They're happy. They're easy. And they're a great, great, great price.
So you've got the violet, the topaz, which is that beautiful sunshine color, the sapphire, or the crystal color. So easy selection here, small or large. Small fits a 7 1/4 to a 7 3/4 inch wrist, and a large fits a 7 3/4 to 8 1/4 inch wrist. To me, there's such a classic feeling to this one, Heidi. We've had some contemporary pieces throughout the course of the night, but there's something very classic and elegant, but updated with the new, maybe perhaps the right word is the vivacious colors of crystals here. There's a little bit more pizzazz to them.
Yes, it is so true. And that Aurora Borealis, everybody is absolutely loving. So that beautiful Asher cut stone that is, in each one of these beautiful, beautiful bangles has an Aurora Borealis finish over the top, but then it's tamed by those beautiful crystals that look like flawless diamonds. Yeah. So, there's that wonderful juxtaposition of the, sort of over the top Aurora Borealis crystal with the classicness of that, white diamond, which is so handsome. So girls, whether you're a big jean girl or, love that Aurora Borealis like I do. When I was a little girl, I would just live in my grandmother's jewelry box and I remember her Aurora Borealis jewelry. It was probably the least expensive jewelry she owned, but it was the one that I was the most enamored with as a little girl. There's something about the way that Aurora Borealis reflects light that is really, it's celestial. It's magical. It's magical. It is magical. And the way that it, reflects light, whether, depending on the colors that you're wearing, the crystal Aurora Borealis, when you're wearing pink, it looks pink. When you're wearing blues, it picks up all the blues and the greens. So, this is truly blue. It does pick up some greens as well, but that is really more truly blue. And then the violet, I think, is so pretty. Don't you, Adam?
Heidi, there's not a bad pick of the bunch. Each one is spectacular. They're telling me it's over. Heidi, I don't want it to end, but we've got to say goodbye. When will we see you again?
Oh, we will not. I won't see you till September.
That's it till September?
I believe so.
Well, Heidi, from all of your fans, of which there are many, 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 we want to thank you so much. We love you. Heidi, stay safe, my love, and we'll see you real soon. To check out more from Heidi, go to hsn.com and search Heidi Daus, and you'll see her entire collection. Well, tonight, a new day begins. It's the birthday finale. All good things must come to an end, including the birthday month. A huge Today Special is about to launch. Let's look back.